So this is a flight I've just done in a new place called Horseshoe Bottom in the New Forest. I was keen to get the quad up and have a look around. What I didn't notice is my OSD going screwy. You can see already here it thinks it's 140 metres away when it's clearly all of about 20. At this stage though, I wasn't looking at the OSD, I was just having a look around saying, oh look at this, this is interesting to look at, I wonder what we can find. I've tried to do this using titles, but there's too much to say about it, so hence my strange little voiceover for it. The sound was actually being recorded back on my Bev RC DVR, so it's got some wind noises and bits, but you obviously can't hear the quad from some time away. And at this point I've just got up and I've got a bit higher and I just want to get a sort of panoramic view of what's happening. It's quite a nice sight, I quite like it. It was very windy at the time. The wind was sort of blowing through this sort of little valley and back up the hill, and it was pretty damn cold. I think I looked at my my height at this point and then thought, well, that's higher than I thought, but I don't tend to trust that height anyway. So I'm basically flying along, and at this point I'm noticing all sorts of exciting things, like that stream over on the right there, which I'm thinking, ooh, interesting, I must go have a look at that. You'll notice, however, that the speed at this point is kind of off. It's thinking I'm doing 80, 90, and it's just going up and up and up. I just haven't looked at this because at the moment I'm thinking I'm maybe 300 or 400 metres out, and basically I just need to turn around and go back the way I came. And here I am, kind of noticing the stream and just following it along. Always a bit nervous flying over water, but it always looks so good, especially when you got just a little bit of reflection from the little bit of sun that was about. So I decided to go along following the stream. This is when I actually looked down at the OSD and saw the distance to home, and I'm thinking to myself, that's weird, I'm not a kilometre away, am I? Maybe the visibility is really, really good and I just haven't noticed. Because I was thinking this was 400, maybe 500 metres away. And as getting some static now, I'm thinking, oh, I'm in this dip a bit too far, I'll just get some height. What I actually thought would be quite useful to do, as I'm apparently so far away, is just get a bit close to my home position. So I start following the stream along and thinking to myself, well, I'm just over on the left, I think, because I came down and I turned right down the stream, so I must be on the left. So I come along down here and I start turning up to the left. I look at the OSD and it's saying, oh no, you want to go 120 degrees that way. So stupidly, ignoring my instincts of where I've just been in that short distance, I go ahead and I start following my OSD. And as you can see, as I'm going along, the OSD hasn't made its mind up. First it's that way, then it's let's go left, and I'm thinking, this is the wrong hill, surely. What's going on? It wants to turn around now. So off I go, dutifully following it. I'm wondering where on earth I am. Strangely unable to find it. I know it's somewhere near a road, and I know there's a car park, and I'm starting to think, am I looking at that road right? Is that it? And still the OSD is saying, keep turning, keep turning. Meantime, the distance to home is coming right down, and I should practically be on top of it. This is now the only useful thing. The beeping you can hear is my FreeSky receiver saying it's losing the signal, and that's just telling me that there must be something that's blocking the signal. So I do two things, is I try and get up a bit of height to sort that out, and I start turning around to see if there's something that could be blocking a signal. And what I find here just on the right is this big patch of bushes where I'm just sat behind, and lo and behold, that sort of sandy coloured strip is where I parked the car, which seems very obvious looking back at this about how I could have possibly missed it, which just goes to show if I think I'm definitely over in a direction and the OSD tells me something else, then ignore the OSD.